Your words have the power to shape your life. What you think shapes your world, your feelings drive your actions, and your finances reflect your choices. Imagine if you could master all of these. In this audiobook, we'll share proven strategies to help you take charge of your voice, your mindset, your emotions, and your money. You can unlock the potential to change your life, break free from limitations, and start living on your own terms. The road to true success starts now. Let's dive in. Words matter. They hold incredible power. They can uplift someone or bring them down. What we say affects not just how others see us, but how we see ourselves too. A kind word can bring hope. A hurtful comment can leave lasting scars. Every time you speak, you're planting seeds that will grow. Choose your words wisely because they shape your reality and how others engage with you. Our words can build bridges or create distance. When we speak with intention, we foster trust and respect. Clear, positive communication inspires action and encourages change, while careless, negative remarks can harm relationships and shut down conversations. Once you grasp the power of your words, you'll see just how much influence you have in every interaction. Words aren't just sounds. They reflect your thoughts and beliefs. They reveal who you are and what you care about. By opting for words that express understanding and positivity, you can shift your perspective and transform how the world views you. The real magic lies in your choice of words and how you use them to craft the reality you seek. Every word you say has the potential to create change. When you speak with intention, that power is amplified. Communicating with purpose means thinking about your words before you share them and understanding their impact. Whether you're sharing ideas, giving feedback, or just chatting, the way you express yourself can influence outcomes and shape perceptions. Speaking with purpose ensures your message is not just heard, but fully understood and respected. When you speak with intention, you're not just filling silence, you're adding real value to the conversation. Every word matters. That doesn't mean you have to talk constantly or drop wisdom bombs all the time, but when you do talk, make it count. Sometimes, silence can say more than words. Yet, when you choose to speak, ensure your message counts. Speaking with purpose helps you communicate effectively, turning every sentence into progress toward better understanding. Clarity is crucial. Clear words are easier to understand and act on. If your statements are vague, it can lead to confusion and misunderstandings. Organize your thoughts before you speak. They'll land better that way. Simple, direct language is powerful. It helps your audience grab your message without guessing what you mean. Clear communication can also avoid pointless arguments that arise from being unclear. Besides clarity, your tone matters too. How you say something can shift its meaning dramatically. Nobody wants harsh comments that feel like attacks. A calm, respectful tone can transform tough feedback into something constructive. When you speak with purpose, you think about both your message and the feelings it might stir up. This way, you foster connection instead of conflict. Communication is a skill that takes practice, and speaking with intention is a key part of mastering it. It's not about being perfect, but being mindful. Think before you speak. Know who you're talking to and understand the impact your words can have. When you speak with purpose, you take control of the conversation, giving you the power to influence outcomes favorably. It's about saying what's truly needed, not just what's easy or expected. Listening actively is equally important. It allows you to respond in ways that amplify your message. When you really listen, your words become even more powerful. Getting where someone else is coming from helps you reply in a more meaningful way. Listening shows that you respect others, building trust and understanding. Speaking thoughtfully isn't just about chatting, it's about making sure everyone gets heard. One big plus of speaking this way is that it keeps misunderstandings at bay. When you communicate with clear intent, you're less likely to be misunderstood or misinterpreted. Miscommunication often leads to conflict, frustration, and wasted time. But when you're intentional with your words, you can avoid all that. By keeping your messages clear, respectful, and true to your intentions, you create smoother and more productive interactions. Plus, when you speak with purpose, it helps you grow personally. As you become more aware of what you say, you sharpen your communication skills. This really helps in all sorts of situations, whether you're building relationships, leading a team, or just chatting with friends. Speaking with purpose gives you more confidence and helps you connect with others on a deeper level. Over time, this focus can lead to greater mutual respect and help you reach your goals more easily. Now, let's talk about silence. Many people misunderstand silence in a world where everyone seems to be talking all the time. It's often seen as a weakness or indifference, but silence can be a powerful strength that gets overlooked. It gives you a chance to reflect, collect your thoughts, and keep your emotions in check. In moments when people expect you to react or respond, choosing silence can actually show deep strength and self-awareness. When things get heated, it's tempting to jump in and voice your opinion or defend yourself, but acting on impulse often leads to regrets or damaged relationships. Silence lets you take a step back, think things through, and decide how to proceed wisely. By pausing, you can avoid saying things you might regret later, and instead respond with thoughtfulness and care. Silence can also help you control your emotions, especially when someone provokes you or hurls an insult your way. Your initial reaction may urge you to respond right away. When you're feeling anger or frustration, remember that silence can give you the strength to control those feelings. By pausing and choosing not to react right away, you can keep your emotions from taking over and stay calm. This skill of managing your feelings through silence shows real emotional maturity and self-control. Often, silence says more than words ever could. It can express disapproval or discomfort without you having to say anything at all. If someone disrespects you or acts in a way that doesn't match your values, your silence sends a strong message. You don't agree with them. Instead of jumping into a heated argument or giving them more attention, your quietness establishes a boundary. It tells them their behavior is unacceptable without escalating the situation. Silence also allows for reflection. When we talk less and listen more, we open up room for introspection and deeper understanding. Taking a moment before replying helps us think about how our words and actions will affect others. It encourages mindfulness in our choices and invites us to consider what really matters in a world full of distractions. Sometimes, silence can be that rare chance to touch base with our inner thoughts and align ourselves with our true values and goals. In relationships, silence builds respect and trust. Staying quiet during a disagreement shows you're not just listening, you're carefully processing what the other person is saying. It demonstrates that you value the dialogue and aren't in a rush to respond or interrupt. It reveals that you're not just trying to win a fight, but genuinely want to understand their point of view. There are times when silence isn't just a reaction, it's a choice that helps you regain control. When facing uncertainty, silence gives you the clarity to observe, evaluate, and decide on the best next steps. Instead of letting outside pressures or feelings rush you, silence allows you to center yourself and make decisions from a position of strength. It helps you stay calm and composed, even when things get tough. In leadership, knowing when to be silent can signal wisdom and confidence. A true leader recognizes the right moments to speak up. Knowing when to stay quiet is key. Sometimes, it's more effective for leaders to lead by example through actions instead of words. Those who understand the power of pause create a space where everyone feels valued and heard. Their silence invites others to share ideas and join in, building collaboration and respect. In a world where words can be twisted, keeping quiet can protect your thoughts and personal space. Not every situation needs a reply, and not every question requires an answer. By choosing when to speak, you shield yourself from unnecessary conflict and keep your focus on what's truly important. Silence can also challenge injustice. Sometimes not responding is a bold stand. It makes others rethink their actions and consider how they treat you. This quiet can leave a mark, urging them to change their behavior and show you more respect. Plus, silence is a form of self-care. When the world feels overwhelming with demands and constant noise, taking a moment of silence can be a powerful act of self-preservation. It helps you step back, clear your mind, and focus again. This calm space is vital for clarity, emotional balance, and general well-being. For personal growth, silence is critical. It lets us observe ourselves without distractions and hear our inner thoughts. Embracing quiet creates room for reflection, helping us pinpoint what we need to change and what we're already doing well. Through silence, we gain insights that drive our personal transformation. Another great thing about silence is how it saves energy. Unnecessary talks or arguments can drain us, leaving us worn out. By opting for silence, we conserve our energy for what truly matters, allowing us to channel efforts into our goals and priorities. Engaging in meaningful activities, whether it's focusing on personal growth, nurturing creativity, or simply seeking inner peace, also helps strengthen our relationships. When we choose silence during tense moments or disagreements, we allow ourselves and others time to process feelings and reflect. It creates a pause, a space where empathy can thrive. This leads to better understanding, reducing the pressure to react immediately. Silence cultivates respect and deepens bonds between people. In tough times, silence can be a powerful tool. Often we're tempted to speak or react right away, but taking a moment to step back and embrace silence helps us collect our thoughts and regain our composure. It empowers us to handle situations with grace, maintaining our dignity while facing challenges. Silence isn't just about not talking. It's a strong tool for personal growth. When used wisely, it helps us stay in control of our emotions, build solid relationships, protect our peace, and tackle life's hurdles with clarity. Silence shows strength. It reflects a person who knows their value, respects their time, and controls how they act and react. Next, let's talk about mastering our thoughts. Our thoughts lay the groundwork for everything we do. They shape our beliefs, direct our actions, and create our reality. If we want to change our lives, we need to change our thinking first. Learning to master our thoughts is one of the most vital skills we can develop. It gives us the ability to steer our actions, reactions, and ultimately our lives. Our minds are always busy, flooded with countless thoughts each day. These thoughts can either lift us up or hold us back. Without mastery, our minds can become overwhelming, leaving us distracted. By observing our thoughts instead of getting lost in them, we can take control. The key is to recognize thinking patterns and actively change them when needed. One of the first steps to mastering your thoughts is becoming aware. It's about paying attention to the thoughts that come up during your day. Most people don't really notice what they're thinking. Thoughts just happen automatically. Taking a moment to pay attention to your thoughts can help you spot negative or unhelpful patterns that might be holding you back. Once you recognize these thoughts, you can start to change your story and think in ways that support your goals. One powerful way to take control of your thoughts is through mindfulness. It helps you stay present and not get caught up in the wave of distractions. When you practice mindfulness, you learn to recognize your thoughts without judging them. This creates a gap between what happens and how you react, giving you the ability to choose your response instead of being swept away by automatic thinking. Another technique to control your thoughts is using positive affirmations. These are encouraging statements that push back against negative beliefs and replace them with empowering ones. When you repeat affirmations every day, you gradually rewire your brain to believe in your own strengths and potential. Over time, these positive beliefs sink into your subconscious, changing how you tackle challenges and opportunities. Visualization is another strong tool for mastering your thoughts. By imagining the outcomes you want, you train your mind to focus on success rather than failure. The clearer you visualize your desired future, the more real it seems to your brain. This not only boosts your belief in your goals, but also drives you to take action to make them happen. Your thoughts are also shaped by your surroundings. The people you hang out with, the media you consume, and the conversations you have all affect your mindset. If you want to take command of your thoughts, be aware of these influences. Surround yourself with uplifting and inspiring people while steering clear of negativity. By creating a positive environment, you make it easier for empowering thoughts to flourish. Lastly, it's crucial to challenge your thoughts. Just because a thought pops up doesn't mean it's true. Many of our beliefs come from past experiences or other people's opinions. To master your thoughts, ask yourself if they're helping you grow or holding you back. They might be holding you back by questioning your thoughts, but you can let go of limiting beliefs. You can choose beliefs that encourage your growth and success. Remember, your thoughts come with feelings. How you think often affects how you feel. If you find yourself feeling anxious, sad, or angry often, it's crucial to look at the thoughts causing those emotions. Negative thoughts usually bring negative feelings, but if you change your thinking, you can switch up your emotional state. By mastering your thoughts, you not only change your actions, but also create a more positive, balanced emotional life. Self-talk is key to mastering your thoughts. The way you communicate with yourself can either lift you up or bring you down. Often, we can be our toughest critics, feeding into negative beliefs and holding back our potential. It's vital to shift your self-talk to be more positive and supportive. Instead of saying, "I can't" or "I'm not good enough," tell yourself, "I am capable" and "I am worthy." By changing your inner dialogue, you cultivate a mindset that paves the way for success. Gratitude is another strong tool for taking control of your thoughts. When you focus on what you're thankful for, it diverts your attention from negativity and highlights the abundance around you. Gratitude can actually rewire your brain, helping you focus on positives and opportunities instead of scarcity and limitations. Practicing gratitude every day nurtures an abundance mindset, leading to more positive thinking naturally. Mastering your thoughts also means letting go of the past. We often carry regrets, guilt, or resentment from previous experiences that limit our potential now and in the future. By learning to release these thoughts and forgiving yourself and others, you free your mind from the burdens of the past. This shift lets you concentrate on the present moment, where real change takes place. The future is built in the now, and your thoughts are the architects shaping that future. Every thought you entertain outlines the life you'll lead. Mastering your thoughts means actively choosing thoughts that push you toward your goals, whether it's personal growth, career success, or better relationships. The way you think will either support you or hold you back. By mastering your thoughts, you take charge of your direction in life. Meditation is a fantastic way to gain control over your thoughts. It helps you calm your mind, cut through distractions, and connect with who you really are. When you meditate regularly, you start to notice your thoughts more. You learn to step back from them instead of getting caught up in them. This distance lets you see your thoughts clearly and choose how to respond thoughtfully, not just react. Building mental strength is key to mastering your thoughts too. Life will throw challenges your way. It's all about how you choose to deal with them. When setbacks occur, staying calm and focused is crucial. Instead of falling into fear or frustration, look at challenges as chances to grow and learn. With resilience, you can face any tough situation with strength and determination. The more you gain control over your thoughts, the more control you have over your life. Your thoughts drive your actions, and your actions shape your world. By mastering your thoughts, you can steer your actions toward your goals. This leads to higher productivity, more confidence, and greater success. Your mind shifts from being a barrier to becoming a helpful ally, enabling you to build the life you want. Over time, mastering your thoughts becomes a habit, a way of living. It takes effort and practice, but the benefits are huge. You'll see improvements in your well-being, your relationships, and your ability to reach your goals. Taking charge of your thoughts means taking charge of your life. You become the architect of your destiny, able to tackle life's challenges with confidence and purpose. In summary, mastering your thoughts is one of the most powerful steps you can take toward creating the life you desire. It calls for self-awareness, discipline, and a commitment to changing your mindset. When you manage your thoughts, you're shaping your future. It's a lifelong journey, but every step brings you closer to the life you've dreamed of. Start today and see how your thoughts can transform your reality. Focus and clarity are essential tools in your pursuit of success. Without them, it's easy to get sidetracked by the constant noise of everyday life. In a world filled with distractions, staying focused and clear-headed isn't just a nice skill to have, it's essential. If you want to reach your goals, you've got to train your mind to zoom in on what truly matters. It's all about clearing your thoughts and taking deliberate steps toward what you aspire to. Distractions can hit us from every angle. Maybe it's those buzzing social media alerts, the opinions of others, or even our own self-doubt. All of these can keep us from diving deeply into our work. To stay focused, it helps to create a space that boosts your concentration. Set aside some time in a quiet spot where interruptions are few and your attention can be fully on the task at hand. Clarity is key. If your goals are fuzzy or unclear, it's easy to wander off track. Without a solid vision of what you want, figuring out how to get there becomes tough. Clarity means knowing exactly what you want and understanding why it matters to you. With a clear purpose, it's much easier to hone in on the steps that will bring you closer to your dreams. Think of a well-defined goal as your roadmap. It guides you and keeps you from getting lost along the way. Keeping your focus also takes discipline. It's tempting to chase after short-term fun or distractions, but to truly focus, you need to keep your long-term goals in sight. Being disciplined means saying no to things that pull you away from what's important, without ditching your downtime. It's about knowing when to buckle down and when to take a break. Striking that balance between working hard and resting is vital for clear thinking and sustained focus. One effective way to maintain focus is by setting boundaries. This means being able to say no to things that don't match up with your goals or values. Saying no can be tough, especially when it involves other people or situations that feel urgent. But protecting your time and energy is key to staying on track. By defining your limits, you keep outside distractions from derailing your progress. Another helpful strategy is to break your tasks into smaller, more manageable pieces. Big projects can feel like a lot, right? They can get overwhelming and lead to procrastination. But when you break them down into smaller, manageable tasks, they suddenly seem doable. Each tiny step you take adds up, giving you momentum and helping you see how everything fits together. Gaining clarity means organizing your mind. Just like a messy desk makes it hard to think straight, a cluttered mind can be just as distracting. Unresolved feelings, negative thoughts, or just plain overthinking can contribute to that clutter. To clear your mind, try practicing mindfulness, take regular breaks, and do calming activities like meditation or journaling. When you declutter your thoughts, you create the mental space to focus on what's important. Another key to maintaining focus is learning how to prioritize. Life throws plenty of tasks your way, but not all are equally important. Some help you move closer to your goals, while others just waste your time. When you master prioritization, you can zero in on what really matters and ditch the distractions. It's all about understanding what's urgent and what's truly important, so you can channel your energy into things that really matter for your success. Your environment also plays a big role in keeping your focus sharp. An organized space can boost your concentration, while a chaotic one can lead to distractions. Whether it's your desk, home, or hangout spots, setting up your surroundings to support focus can greatly enhance your ability to think clearly. Don't forget about mental fatigue. Pushing yourself too hard without breaks can overwhelm your mind and hurt your performance. To keep clarity, give your brain time to rest and recharge. Regular breaks, good sleep, and exercise are essential for fighting mental fatigue. A well-rested and energized mind is far better at staying focused and clear. It's also crucial to be deliberate about how you spend your time. In a world full of distractions, we often bounce from one thing to another without really locking in on anything. Learning to focus on one task for a while is a skill you have to work on. It means intentionally deciding where to put your attention and avoiding multitasking, which can spread your energy thin and lower your productivity. To stay sharp and clear-headed, it's crucial to set up systems and routines. Routines help make decisions easier and take away the mental load of figuring out what to do next. When you build a daily routine aligned with your goals, you cut down on decision fatigue and create a reliable structure for your day. This predictability helps your brain save energy, allowing you to focus on what's important instead of constantly deciding your next move. Saying no to distractions is key to keeping focus and clarity. Distractions are everywhere, but how you handle them can make all the difference. One way to fend off distractions is to set specific times for things like checking emails or scrolling through social media, instead of letting them break into your work. By creating boundaries, you keep your attention on the task at hand, helping you work more efficiently and clearly. Your mindset also plays a huge role in staying focused. When you cultivate a mindset of determination and resilience, you become better at tackling challenges. A positive outlook keeps you focused on solutions instead of getting stuck on problems. By facing hurdles with optimism, you maintain the clarity needed to see the bigger picture and find the best way forward. Another key part of clarity is self-awareness. When you're self-aware, you can notice when your focus starts to wander or when negative emotions start to cloud your mind. This awareness lets you catch yourself during distractions and redirect your thoughts. It's about being in tune with your mind and knowing when you're off track so you can quickly get back in line with your goals. Building focus and clarity takes consistent effort. Just like any skill, you need time to develop your ability to concentrate and think clearly. The more you practice, the better you'll get at it. The more you practice, the easier it gets. Over time, you'll notice you can concentrate for longer and gain better clarity in every part of your life. Whether you're tackling a project, making decisions, or striving for personal improvement, mastering focus and clarity is crucial for reaching your goals. Your ability to focus directly influences how efficiently you work. A clearer mind means smoother actions. By zoning in on one task at a time and cutting out distractions, you boost your productivity, lower your stress, and achieve more in less time. With enhanced focus and clarity, you inch closer to your dreams without wasting energy on unhelpful things. Also, focus and clarity go hand in hand with resilience. As you sharpen your focus on your goals, you're bound to encounter setbacks and hurdles. But a clear sense of purpose helps you power through these tough spots. You'll recognize they're just temporary bumps in the road. With focus, you can stay on track, and with clarity, you keep your vision bright, even when the way forward seems unclear. In short, focus and clarity are vital for success. They help you ignore distractions, prioritize what's important, and stay disciplined as you chase your goals. By honing these skills, you set yourself up for better results, enhance your mental health, and shape a life that reflects your true values and dreams. Focus and clarity are the tools that help you forge ahead, regardless of the obstacles in your path. Positive thinking is more than just a mindset. It's a powerful tool that impacts every area of your life. How you think affects your actions, behaviors, and the results you get. By centering on the positive, you train your mind to spot opportunities rather than obstacles, solutions instead of issues, and hope rather than despair. Positive thinking doesn't mean ignoring challenges or pretending everything's perfect. It's about shifting your viewpoint to tackle life with optimism and resilience, no matter what comes your way. At its core, positive thinking involves reinterpreting challenges. Instead of viewing a setback as failure, a positive thinker sees it as a chance to learn or grow. Every challenge brings the potential for new growth. When you shift your mindset, you start seeing life's challenges not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones to something bigger. The beauty of positive thinking is that it shapes your reality. Your thoughts impact your beliefs, and those beliefs guide your actions. When you focus on the positives, you naturally take steps that line up with those beliefs. This creates a loop of positivity that keeps building on itself. The more you think positively, the more good things come your way, and before you know it, you're achieving success and transforming your life. Positive thinking is also key to resilience. Life has its ups and downs, and it's all too easy to feel disheartened when things go sideways. But a positive mindset helps you bounce back faster after tough times. It allows you to view setbacks as temporary, helping you stay hopeful and motivated even when faced with challenges. Resilience is rooted in a positive outlook, giving you the confidence and grit to keep going. Self-belief is a vital part of positive thinking. When you believe in yourself, you're more inclined to take risks, push your limits, and chase after your dreams. Positive thoughts help sweep away self-doubt, empowering you to act toward your goals. By telling yourself you can succeed even when times are tough, you find the courage to move ahead. This self-belief, fueled by positive thinking, becomes the driving force behind your achievements. The impact of positive thinking on your mental health is significant too. By focusing on the good, you can lower stress, anxiety, and depression. Positive thoughts trigger the release of dopamine and serotonin in your brain, boosting your happiness and sense of well-being. Choosing to dwell on the positive not only uplifts your mood, but also enhances your overall emotional health. Plus, a positive mindset strengthens your immune system and lowers the risk of chronic illnesses. Another big plus of positive thinking is that it improves your relationships. When you interact with others in a positive way, you create a more pleasant atmosphere, whether at work, with friends, or in romantic partnerships. Those who radiate positivity are often more approachable, empathetic, and supportive, which helps forge deeper connections. Building strong connections with the people around you is so much easier with a positive mindset. It helps you communicate better, sort out conflicts smoothly, and develop relationships grounded in respect and understanding. Plus, positive thinking gives you a sense of purpose when things get tough. It's easy to forget why you started something when challenges pop up, but a good attitude keeps your goals in sight. It reminds you of your dreams and values, helping you stick to what truly matters, even when obstacles come your way. Not only does positivity boost your resilience and self-belief, but it also sparks creativity. A positive outlook opens your mind, allowing fresh ideas and solutions to flow in. In contrast, negative thinking can stifle your creativity by narrowing your focus on problems. When you think positively, you nurture curiosity and innovative thinking, setting the stage for more personal and professional victories. Positive thinking also ramps up your energy levels. Optimistic people usually feel more energized, which helps them stay active, work hard, and stay motivated. This boost comes straight from the positive thoughts that fuel them, creating a cycle of enthusiasm and productivity. With a positive mindset, you find it easier to take action, pushing through even the toughest times. Moreover, a positive outlook enhances your decision-making skills. You approach choices with confidence and clarity, evaluating situations with an open mind. You consider different solutions and trust your gut, leading to decisions that truly reflect your values and long-term ambitions. This mindset keeps you focused on the bigger picture and minimizes fear and doubt. One of the best things about positive thinking is how it attracts positive energy into your life. The law of attraction tells us that like attracts like. When you emit positive energy, you draw in people, opportunities, and experiences that resonate with that vibe. Your uplifting thoughts become a magnet for success, abundance, and joy. Plus, positive thinking encourages gratitude. When you put your focus on the good, you create an even more fulfilling life. You start to notice the good things in your life. Gratitude shifts your attention from what you don't have to what you do. When you practice gratitude, it boosts positive thinking, creating a loop of abundance. The more you express thanks, the more reasons you find to feel grateful, which strengthens your positive outlook. Positive thinking isn't just good for your personal life, it also plays a big role in your professional success. When you view your work positively, you tackle challenges with creativity and an optimistic mindset, leading to better results. People who think positively are more likely to take the lead, spot opportunities, and work well with others, making them great assets in any job. Adopting this mindset boosts your chances of finding success and fulfillment in your career. Positive thinking doesn't mean ignoring reality. It's about focusing on solutions rather than getting bogged down by problems. When you face challenges, a positive mindset helps you see possibilities instead of obstacles. Rather than feeling overwhelmed, you seek ways to overcome those hurdles. This shift allows you to concentrate on what you can control and take proactive steps toward creating the future you desire. Another great benefit of positive thinking is improved problem-solving skills. When you approach issues with a positive attitude, you're more likely to see them as challenges you can tackle rather than feeling swamped. Positive thinkers stay calm, think critically, and weigh various solutions instead of fixating on the problem itself. This mindset leads to quicker and more effective resolutions. Moreover, positive thinking fosters self-compassion. Instead of beating yourself up over mistakes, you learn to treat yourself with kindness and understanding. It helps you accept your flaws and failures as part of growing. You can forgive yourself and move on instead of getting stuck in negative self-talk or regret. Self-compassion is vital for building resilience, allowing you to keep chasing your goals even when the going gets tough. In the end, the power of positive thinking is life-changing. It touches every aspect of your life, from your mental health to your relationships and creativity. Positive thinking isn't about ignoring life's hurdles or acting like everything's great. It's about zeroing in on what's possible, what's going well, and what you can accomplish. When you shift into a positive mindset, you tap into your potential. This opens up a world filled with growth, chances, and satisfaction. It's not just your outlook that changes, it alters how others see you, too. Now let's talk about emotional control. This skill is crucial for personal growth and achieving your goals. Our feelings often drive what we do, sometimes leading us off course. Emotional control doesn't mean pushing feelings away or pretending they don't exist. It's about being able to recognize, understand, and manage your emotions in a way that helps you move forward. By mastering your emotions, you gain the strength to stay calm and focused, even when times get tough. Emotions are a natural part of being human. They give us important information about ourselves and our surroundings, but they can get overwhelming, especially in tough situations. Learning to handle your emotions isn't about getting rid of them. It's about understanding their purpose and learning to manage them effectively. When you have emotional control, you cruise through life's highs and lows with more resilience and clarity. The first step toward emotional control is becoming aware. Often we react to our feelings without really grasping what we're experiencing or why. Emotional awareness means tuning into your feelings right here and now. It's about recognizing your emotions, naming them, and figuring out what's behind them. Once you're aware, you can take a step back and choose how to respond, instead of just reacting on impulse. Self-awareness is key to mastering emotional control. By knowing your emotional triggers, the situations or people that make you feel angry, frustrated, or sad, you can better prepare for how you respond. For instance, if you know that certain scenarios bring on stress or anxiety, you can mentally gear up before facing them. This proactive mindset lets you respond with thoughtfulness and keeps intense emotions from taking over. Our thoughts and feelings are closely linked. The way we think influences how we feel. If we have negative thoughts, we often experience negative feelings. On the other hand, positive or neutral thoughts can help us manage our emotions. By changing how we think and focusing on uplifting thoughts, we can change how we feel. This practice allows us to stay calm, even in tough situations. Breathing techniques are a straightforward and effective way to handle emotions. When we feel strong emotions, like anger or anxiety, our bodies react by getting ready for a fight or flight. Our heartbeat speeds up and our breath becomes shallow. By consciously slowing down our breath, we can activate the body's calming system. Deep breathing helps us regain control over our emotions, allowing for clearer thinking and a more level-headed response. Mindfulness is another powerful way to manage emotions. It involves being present and engaged in the moment without judgment. Practicing mindfulness makes us less reactive to our feelings and more able to observe them from a distance. This helps us avoid getting swept away by strong emotions and instead respond thoughtfully. Mindfulness also encourages us to accept our emotions, helping us embrace how we feel without letting those feelings take charge. Building a healthy relationship with our emotions is also key. It's important to understand that emotions aren't necessarily good or bad. They simply exist. Instead of pushing difficult emotions away, we should welcome them as part of life. When we let ourselves feel these emotions without judgment, we create space for healing and growth. Accepting our feelings reduces their intensity and makes it easier to work through them. Cognitive reframing is another technique for emotional control. This means changing how we interpret a situation to shift our emotional response. For instance, if you're frustrated with a project delay, you might reframe it as a chance to take a break, reflect, or learn something new. By changing our perspective, we can alter our emotional state and regain control over how we feel. Managing your emotions is key to staying in control. When we feel something intensely, our first instinct is to react right away, whether that's getting angry, speaking without thinking, or shutting down due to sadness. If you can pause for just a moment, you give yourself the chance to assess what's going on and choose a better response. This little break helps you think it through instead of just acting on impulse, which can lead to better results and makes you more resilient emotionally. Part of having emotional control is learning to handle your emotional energy. Emotions can be strong and tiring, especially when we're always reacting to what's happening around us. To regain that balance, it's crucial to find productive outlets for your feelings. For instance, when you're feeling angry, instead of letting that frustration erupt, try turning that energy into something positive, like exercise, creative projects, or figuring out solutions to problems. Redirecting your emotions this way keeps you balanced and prevents burnout. Taking care of yourself is essential for managing your emotions. If you're worn out, stressed, or overwhelmed, it can be much harder to keep your emotions in check. Prioritizing self-care, getting enough sleep, eating well, exercising, and taking time to relax helps you build up emotional strength. When you nurture your body and mind, you improve your ability to handle your emotions and face challenges calmly. Setting boundaries is also crucial. If we don't establish healthy limits, we let others control how we feel. Boundaries protect your emotional health by making it clear what's okay and what's not. By setting limits and learning to say no when necessary, you create the space you need to stay in control of your reactions. Empathy plays a big role as well. Understanding what others are feeling allows you to respond with kindness instead of defensiveness. When you practice empathy, you step outside your own emotions and consider others' views, which leads to better communication and resolving conflicts. Empathy helps you stay calm and composed, even in heated moments, making it easier to handle tough conversations with grace. In high-pressure situations, emotions can spiral out of control fast. It gets tough to think straight or respond well, but if you can spot when your feelings start to rise, you can take action to regain control. This might mean stepping away, focusing on your breath, or engaging in calming activities. Learning to cool down your emotions helps keep them from dictating your actions. It also helps you think and act more rationally. Resilience plays a big part in controlling your emotions. The stronger your resilience, the better you handle emotional ups and downs. You build resilience through experience and practice. When you face tough times and learn to manage your feelings, you grow emotionally tougher. Over time, you become better at dealing with stress, setbacks, and challenges without feeling overwhelmed. Journaling is a great tool for keeping your emotions in check. Writing down how you feel helps you process those emotions and see them clearly. By putting thoughts on paper, you create some space between yourself and your feelings, letting you reflect on them more objectively. Plus, journaling is a healthy way to express bottled-up emotions. Remember, controlling your emotions isn't about pushing them down. It's about responding to them in a positive, constructive way. Instead of letting feelings control your actions, emotional control empowers you to choose your reactions. It helps you stay calm under pressure, make smart decisions, and focus on what matters most. Emotional control doesn't mean you won't feel strong emotions. It means you understand how to manage them effectively when they come up. But don't forget, developing this skill takes practice and patience. Like any skill, it takes time to get good at it. You might not nail it every time, but with consistent effort, you'll get better. You'll find yourself managing your emotions more skillfully, reacting with calm, and making choices that fit your long-term goals. As you work on emotional control, you'll build your emotional intelligence, a skill that will benefit you throughout your life. In the end, mastering your emotions is key to personal growth, success, and happiness. Life throws challenges our way, and staying resilient can help us manage our emotions. When we have clarity and calmness, we can take control of how we react. This empowers us to build better relationships and keep our eyes on our goals, regardless of the hurdles we face. By being aware, practicing, and taking care of ourselves, we can grow the emotional strength needed to succeed in all aspects of life. Every day, we encounter situations that bring up strong feelings. How we handle these moments can truly shape our personal and work lives. The main difference between reacting and responding lies in control. Reacting is often an automatic emotional outburst, while responding is a thoughtful choice. When we master the skill of responding, we open the door to better outcomes, healthier relationships, and a more satisfying life. When we react, we often let our emotions guide us, sometimes fueled by past experiences or deep-rooted beliefs, often colored by fear or anger. While it's natural to feel strongly, acting on impulse can lead to regret. On the other hand, when we decide to respond, we pause to assess the situation and think carefully about the best next step. This moment of pause helps us align our actions with our values and long-term objectives. To respond instead of react, we need emotional awareness. Recognizing when strong emotions bubble up is crucial for taking control of how we reply. Anger, frustration, and fear can blind us, pushing us to react without thinking about the fallout. By acknowledging our feelings and their triggers, we create the space necessary to choose our response thoughtfully, rather than letting emotions take the wheel. Mindfulness can be a game changer in learning to respond rather than react. It keeps us grounded in the present, giving us that vital space between what happens and how we react. This pause allows us to step back, manage our emotional responses, and think more clearly. Mindfulness helps us observe our thoughts without judgment, giving us the clarity we need to make informed decisions. By weaving mindfulness into our everyday routines, we can train ourselves to respond with intention instead of reacting on autopilot. Self-regulation is crucial. It helps us respond instead of react. It's about managing our feelings and actions in a way that aligns with our goals, even when the going gets tough. It takes practice and discipline to pause before we act, especially when emotions run high. By mastering self-regulation, we can make choices based on logic and long-term goals rather than fleeting feelings. Understanding the situation is key. When we react without knowing the full picture, we risk jumping to conclusions or making wrong assumptions. Responding means gathering information, looking at the situation fairly, and considering different viewpoints. This careful approach leads to smarter decisions and more constructive responses. Another vital piece is empathy. Empathy helps us grasp how others feel, which is essential in tough or heated moments. Rather than reacting defensively, showing empathy allows us to connect more deeply with others. It helps us appreciate their perspective, validate their feelings, and respond in ways that foster understanding and cooperation. When we're empathetic, conflict can become a chance for connection and growth. Patience also plays a big role. In stressful times, we often want to act right away, without taking the time to process what we're feeling. But responding demands patience, the ability to step back, gather our thoughts, and think before we speak or act. By cultivating this patience, we can make better choices, avoid unnecessary conflict, and keep our emotions in check. Choosing to respond thoughtfully creates a space where others feel heard and respected. Reacting, on the other hand, can heat things up and make people feel dismissed or attacked. When we take a moment to respond well, we create an atmosphere of respect and mutual understanding. People are more willing to engage in meaningful discussions and find solutions when they know their feelings and opinions matter. Responding instead of reacting also allows us to take responsibility for our actions. When we act on impulse, it's easy to point fingers at others or outside factors for our behavior. But when we choose to respond thoughtfully, we take ownership of our actions. This accountability helps us learn and grow, paving the way for better choices down the line. In stressful moments, responding instead of reacting helps us keep our cool. It's tempting to let our emotions run wild, but if we learn to pause and think before acting, we can stay calm and clear-headed. This not only keeps us focused, but also builds confidence in others, showing that we can handle challenges with grace. Responding rather than reacting allows us to think about the long run. When we react on a whim, we often chase immediate satisfaction, but that can lead to negative consequences. Choosing to respond makes us consider the bigger picture and what our actions mean for the future, helping us align with our goals and values over time. As we practice this skill, we also boost our emotional intelligence. That's our ability to understand and manage our own feelings, as well as connect with the emotions of others. Building this intelligence helps us navigate complicated feelings, resolve conflicts, and strengthen relationships. Responding with emotional awareness fosters understanding and trust, letting us communicate more effectively. To respond, we need to stay open and flexible. When we react, we often shut ourselves off from new ideas or solutions, getting caught up in our immediate feelings. But if we respond with an open mind, we can consider different viewpoints, explore creative solutions, and find common ground. This flexibility is crucial, especially in tricky or conflict-laden situations, as it helps us tackle challenges with a focus on solutions. The practice of responding instead of reacting can enrich many areas of our lives. In the workplace, it leads to more productive conversations, better decision-making, and ultimately, a more harmonious environment. Creating a healthier work environment and nurturing personal relationships goes hand in hand. It's all about empathy, understanding, and respect for one another. When we respond thoughtfully during tough times, we can strengthen our connections, improve how we communicate, and sidestep unnecessary conflicts. Sometimes, saying nothing is the best reaction. Speaking or acting in high-tension moments can make things worse. A moment of silence can create space to calm down and prevent hurtful words from slipping out. Silence, when used wisely, is a powerful ally. It gives us room to think, find clarity, and respond more thoughtfully when the time is right. The secret to responding instead of reacting lies in self-awareness. When we know our emotions, triggers, and patterns better, we're ready to respond with intention. Self-awareness helps us pause, evaluate the situation, and choose a reaction that aligns with our goals and values. By practicing this regularly, we can respond thoughtfully, even when times are tough. To sum it up, mastering the art of responding rather than reacting is a skill that takes practice, patience, and discipline. It helps us take charge of our emotions and make choices that support our long-term values. Thoughtful responses lead to stronger relationships, better decisions, and greater emotional intelligence. When we get good at this, we can handle life's challenges with grace, creating positive results for ourselves and those around us. Now, let's talk about establishing healthy boundaries. This is key for self-care and emotional well-being. Boundaries are the lines we draw with others to safeguard our mental, emotional, and physical space. They help us define acceptable behavior from others, giving us control over our lives and helping us avoid feeling overwhelmed and stressed. Healthy boundaries empower us to keep our identity intact while building positive and respectful relationships with others. They're not about shutting people out. They're about setting clear guidelines that allow us to connect in a way that benefits everyone involved. Without boundaries, we risk feeling drained, overextended, or taken advantage of. Setting boundaries helps us take back our time, energy, and emotions. It allows us to support others without burning ourselves out. The first step to establishing healthy boundaries is being self-aware. You need to know your own needs, values, and limits before you can share them with others. Spend some time thinking about what makes you feel safe, respected, and valued. Notice what situations drain you, both emotionally and physically, and identify behaviors you won't tolerate. Recognizing these things gives you the clarity needed to set boundaries that protect your well-being. Having the courage to say no is vital. Many people struggle with this. They worry about rejection, conflict, or letting others down. But saying no isn't selfish. It's an important way to safeguard your time and energy. When you say no, you're putting your own needs first and making sure you focus on what truly matters. Learning to say no kindly and confidently is a crucial skill that helps you keep balance in your life. Once you understand your needs and limits, the next step is communicating those boundaries. This can be tough, especially in relationships where you may have let others overstep before. But being clear is key to creating and keeping healthy boundaries. Be direct and assertive when expressing what you need. Remember, you have every right to enforce those boundaries. They are not up for negotiation, and it's essential to hold your ground. Also, keep in mind that your boundaries may change over time as you grow and evolve. What was okay before might not work for you now, so it's good to check in with yourself regularly. Adjust your boundaries as needed to make sure they still fit your current needs. Creating healthy boundaries also means recognizing and respecting the boundaries of others. Just as you have the right to set limits for yourself, others do too. It's important to be mindful of and respect the boundaries that those around you establish. Mutual respect is key. Healthy boundaries help you build stronger, more balanced relationships. They create a space where everyone feels valued and understood. One big advantage of setting boundaries is that they can cut down stress and prevent burnout. When you don't set limits, it's easy to overcommit. You might end up saying yes to too many things, taking on extra responsibilities, and ignoring your own needs. This can leave you feeling drained, both physically and emotionally. By establishing healthy boundaries, you can better manage your time and energy. This way, you can be there for others without sacrificing your own well-being. When you prioritize your health, you're in a better position to take care of those around you. Boundaries also play a crucial role in keeping your emotional health intact. Many people face emotional strain when relationships lack clear boundaries. In those situations, it's common to feel manipulated or neglected. But when you set clear emotional boundaries, you protect your self-worth and ensure that your feelings are acknowledged. This helps you maintain inner peace and emotional balance, even during tough times. Another perk of setting boundaries is that they safeguard your time. In a world that moves fast, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by demands from work, family, and social events. By setting limits on your time, you can focus on what truly matters to you, like personal growth, relaxation, and pursuing your passions. Boundaries also encourage healthy relationships based on mutual respect. When you make your boundaries clear, you teach people how to treat you. They learn what you will and won't accept, which leads to more respectful and satisfying interactions. Healthy boundaries help prevent resentment in relationships. They foster open communication and honest conversations about what everyone needs and expects. When everyone respects the boundaries, relationships thrive. Remember, setting boundaries isn't a sign of being selfish or unkind. Instead, it's a way of showing self-respect and taking care of yourself. By protecting your energy and emotional resources, you ensure you can be your best self for others. Being the best version of yourself means having healthy boundaries. These boundaries help you be more present and intentional in your relationships and pursuits. Many people think that setting boundaries will cause conflict or drive others away. Yes, it might feel a bit awkward at first, but having clear boundaries actually makes communication better and cuts down on misunderstandings. Some folks might initially resist your boundaries, especially if they're used to you being more adaptable. But with time, they'll start to respect and appreciate your limits. When you have clear boundaries, you avoid unnecessary drama and create more peaceful relationships. Sometimes, this means you might have to let go of relationships or situations that don't serve you anymore. That can be tough and might hurt, but it's often essential for your growth. Toxic relationships, whether personal or work-related, can drain your energy and slow you down. By establishing boundaries, you give yourself the chance to step away from harmful situations and focus on healthier, supportive relationships that fit your values and goals. There may be times when people won't respect your boundaries. Remember, this isn't a reflection of your worth or the legitimacy of your needs. It's about their struggle to respect your limits. If this happens, firmly reinforce your boundaries and don't hesitate to distance yourself from those who don't listen. Standing your ground sends a strong message that you value yourself and won't accept disrespect. Boundaries are also vital for your mental and physical well-being. If you keep bending to others' demands while neglecting your own needs, you might find yourself stressed, anxious, or physically worn out. By setting and sticking to your boundaries, you protect your health and create the space needed to recharge. This helps you stay sharp, manage stress effectively, and perform at your best. Also, keep in mind that setting boundaries takes practice and self-compassion. At first, saying no or asserting your own needs might feel strange or even selfish. It's okay to feel that way. Over time, you'll realize that healthy boundaries are not just important for your well-being, they're a necessary part of living a fulfilling life. Living a genuine and fulfilling life requires setting boundaries. Start small and gradually work on enforcing those boundaries in every aspect of your life. In the end, creating healthy boundaries is key to maintaining your emotional, mental, and physical well-being. By establishing clear limits and communicating them to others, you protect your time, energy, and sense of self. Healthy boundaries foster respect, improve relationships, and lower stress, helping you lead a more balanced life. Remember, Setting boundaries is a form of self-care. It's crucial for living a life that reflects your values and goals. Now, let's talk about financial discipline. This skill is vital for achieving long-term financial stability and reaching your personal goals. Financial discipline means managing your money wisely, avoiding impulsive spending, and making choices that match your values. It's not just about having enough cash. It's about making smart decisions that help you build wealth, live within your means, and secure your financial future. The first step in financial discipline is knowing where your money goes. Many struggle because they lack a clear picture of their spending habits. Keeping track of your expenses is crucial. When you know every dollar spent, you can spot unnecessary expenses and start making mindful choices about your resources. This awareness is essential for making informed financial decisions. Budgeting is a key part of financial discipline. A good budget helps you stay within your limits, avoid overspending, and save for the future. It means setting aside specific amounts for essentials like housing, utilities, and groceries, while also putting money aside for savings and fun. Budgeting helps you prioritize your financial goals and make intentional choices about spending, steering you away from impulse purchases, which can be a major hurdle in maintaining financial discipline. We live in a world driven by consumerism, so staying mindful is hugely important. We live in a world where ads and social pressures push us to buy stuff we don't really need. Being financially disciplined means fighting that urge to make quick purchases. It's about knowing the difference between what you need and what you just want. By practicing delayed gratification, you give yourself a moment to think, is this purchase necessary? Will it truly add value to my life? This mindset helps you dodge buyer's remorse and keep your finances in check. Having an emergency fund is super important too. Life can throw surprises at you: medical bills, car troubles, or job loss. A safety net of savings helps you tackle those challenges without stress. Ideally, aim to have enough saved to cover 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. By consistently putting money into this fund, you build the financial strength to handle whatever comes your way without throwing off your long-term goals. And let's not forget about saving for the future. Many people skip saving for things like retirement because they're focused on instant rewards or daily spending. But the sooner you start saving for retirement, the more your money can grow. Regular contributions to accounts like a 401k or IRA set you up for a comfortable retirement. Remember, financial discipline means prioritizing those long-term savings and resisting the temptation to dip into your retirement fund for short-term needs. Managing debt is another critical piece of the financial discipline puzzle. Not all debt is terrible, but getting stuck in high-interest debt can really hold you back from saving and investing. To stay disciplined, it's key to pay off those high-interest debts like credit cards as fast as possible. Once you clear those, you can redirect the money you were spending on payments into savings and investments. Having a solid plan to manage and tackle debt puts you back in control of your finances and sets you up for building wealth in the long run. Investing is essential for creating wealth. Whether it's stocks, bonds, or real estate, wise investments can help you gain financial independence over time. But remember, investing requires knowledge and patience. Being financially disciplined means making regular contributions to your investment accounts and looking at the long game, rather than getting caught up in short-term market swings. A solid investment strategy, paired with a varied portfolio, can offer you financial security and help you reach your goals for building wealth. One key part of financial discipline is living below your means. Many people find themselves stuck, living paycheck to paycheck because they spend every dime they earn, or even worse, they overspend. To be financially stable, you need to learn to live within your means and resist the temptation to match others' spending habits. By choosing a lifestyle that fits your income, you can save, dodge debt, and invest in your future. Living below your means doesn't mean giving up everything. It's about taking care of your financial health and planning for what lies ahead. Setting clear financial goals is vital for staying disciplined. Without specific goals, it's easy to wander off course and make choices that don't support your future plans. Your goals should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. what we call SMART goals. Whether you're saving for a house down payment, paying off student loans, or building up a retirement fund, having clear targets keeps you motivated and focused on your financial journey. Financial discipline also means being patient. Building wealth and hitting your financial targets takes time. It's all about making steady, small strides toward your goals and keeping your eyes on the prize, even when progress feels slow. Sticking to your plan is crucial, especially when urges to take shortcuts or make impulsive choices arise. Patience and perseverance are essential for lasting financial security and long-term success. Another important aspect of financial discipline is avoiding lifestyle inflation. When your income goes up, it's easy to want to upgrade your life. Think bigger houses, newer cars, or pricier vacations. But if you raise your spending every time your income increases, you won't be able to build wealth or save effectively. Instead, focus on saving or investing any extra money while keeping a lifestyle that aligns with your original financial plan. This strategy helps you create long-term wealth while still enjoying a fulfilling life. Financial discipline means putting your real needs and values ahead of fleeting wants. It's about making choices that line up with your long-term goals, even if they involve some short-term sacrifices. Instead of spending big on that fancy vacation, you might decide to invest in your future or chip away at your debt. Sure, it can be tough at times, but these smart choices pave the way for your financial freedom and help you spend in a way that matches your priorities. One great way to keep financial discipline is through automation. By setting up automatic transfers for savings, investments, and bills, you cut the risk of giving in to impulse buys. Automation lets you stay focused on your goals without having to think about it all the time. It keeps you on the path of saving and investing, even when life gets hectic, and helps you avoid overspending. Tracking your progress is key to maintaining that discipline. Checking in with your finances every now and then keeps you aligned with your goals and lets you tweak things as needed. Whether it's going over your budget, looking at your investments, or checking your debt payments, regularly assessing your financial health keeps you accountable and motivated. Plus, it gives you a chance to celebrate your wins along the way. Building financial discipline also involves shifting to a mindset of abundance instead of scarcity. Look at your financial decisions as opportunities rather than obstacles. When you believe there's enough out there for you to thrive and grow your wealth, you'll make smarter choices and feel more confident about your decisions. This positive outlook can attract better financial outcomes. Remember, financial discipline isn't a one-and-done deal. It's a lifelong journey. It's not just about hitting a target and stopping. It's about continuously honing your financial habits and staying committed to your goals. As your life changes, whether through new job opportunities, family shifts, or unexpected bumps in the road, you'll need to adapt your financial strategies too. Staying disciplined means being flexible, persistent, and open to learning as you navigate your financial journey. So in short, financial discipline is crucial for building a stable life. Keeping track of your spending, budgeting smartly, managing debt, saving, and investing regularly, while living within your means, sets you up for long-term success. Being financially disciplined lets you make informed choices that really support your goals and reflect your values. With time, patience, and dedication, this discipline can lead to more wealth, freedom, and peace of mind. Now, saving with purpose is one of the best financial habits you can embrace. It's not just about stashing away cash for emergencies or future needs. It's really about connecting your financial choices to your personal goals and dreams. You need to know why you're saving, what you aim to achieve, and how your savings can help you build the future you want. This focused way of saving keeps you motivated and on track to meet your financial objectives. Start by figuring out your financial goals. Without clear goals, saving can feel aimless and frustrating. Take a moment to define what you want. Maybe it's building up an emergency fund, buying a home, starting a business, or enjoying a comfortable retirement. Make sure your goals are specific, measurable, and have deadlines. Knowing your purpose makes saving more meaningful and gives you a solid reason to stick with it. Once you have your goals, break them down into smaller, achievable steps. For instance, if you're saving for a down payment on a house, Calculate how much you need to set aside each month to hit your target in the time you want. By creating smaller milestones, your goals won't seem so daunting, and you'll feel a sense of achievement as you make progress. A key part of saving with purpose is paying yourself first. This means saving a portion of your income before anything else goes out. By prioritizing your savings right from the start, you keep your financial goals in focus. You can even set this up to happen automatically, with direct deposits going into savings accounts or retirement funds. To keep your savings habits on track, having a solid savings plan is crucial. You need to figure out how much you want to save each month, which accounts to use, and the timeline for achieving your goals. Don't forget to prepare for any bumps in the road, like changes in income or surprise expenses. A well-thought-out plan gives you a clear direction and keeps you focused on reaching your financial goals. It's also important to know the difference between short-term and long-term savings. Short-term goals, like saving for a vacation or a new appliance, usually mean keeping your money in easily accessible accounts, such as a savings or money market account. Long-term goals, like retirement or building lasting wealth, often require investment accounts that can help your money grow over time. Each goal might need a different strategy, but they should all fit into your overall financial picture. Creating a budget is a key part of saving with purpose. A budget lets you see where your money comes from and where it goes. It helps you plan for necessary and fun expenses while still saving for your goals. Without a budget, it's easy to overlook your spending and make saving a struggle. A good budget gives you the clarity needed to control your finances, avoid overspending, and keep your savings on track. Living within your means is vital for purposeful saving. It means spending less than what you earn and making smart financial choices. If you're consistently spending more than you make, saving gets tough, no matter how determined you are. When you choose to live within your means, you can set aside more money for savings and financial goals. This discipline is essential for building wealth and achieving lasting financial security. To save effectively, watch out for lifestyle inflation. When your income goes up, it can be tempting to spend more on non-essentials like dining out, trips, or entertainment. But to save well, resist that urge to upgrade your lifestyle every time you earn more. Instead, make it a habit to put away a portion of any pay increase. Building wealth and saving money without compromising your lifestyle is totally doable. To save with intention, keeping track of your progress is essential. Regularly checking on your savings goals and what you've managed to save so far shows you how much ground you've covered and helps you tweak your plan if needed. Plus, watching your progress can really inspire you to keep going, especially when you see the fruits of your hard work. Whether you use a financial app or a simple spreadsheet, keeping an eye on your savings helps you stay on course and make changes as you go. One big perk of saving with purpose is the peace of mind it brings. When you know you're actively working toward your financial goals, be it a secure retirement or a safety net for emergencies, you feel less anxious about money. You won't feel overwhelmed by uncertainty because you've got a solid plan. Purposeful saving puts you in control of your financial future and gives you the confidence to handle whatever life throws your way. A crucial part of saving with intention is establishing an emergency fund. Life can be full of surprises, and having that fund means you're ready for unexpected costs, like medical bills or car repairs, without throwing your financial plans off course. Your emergency fund should stand separate from your everyday savings and ideally cover 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Once that's taken care of, you can focus on other savings goals more comfortably. Investing is another fantastic way to save with purpose. While saving alone can keep you secure, investing helps your wealth grow faster and hit those long-term goals sooner. Whether it's stocks, bonds, real estate, or retirement accounts, investing usually offers better returns than a regular savings account. By investing wisely, you let your money work for you, speeding up your journey to financial freedom. Saving with purpose also means embracing discipline. Staying focused on your goals is vital, and resisting the urge to splurge or raid your savings for non-essential stuff is key. Building that discipline is crucial, especially when times get tough or when you're tempted by flashy things. Sticking to your savings plan will help you reach your financial dreams. The more disciplined you are with your savings, the more options you'll have down the road. Flexibility plays a key role in saving with purpose. Life can throw unexpected curveballs, and sometimes your financial goals may need a bit of tweaking. Maybe you face a sudden drop in income, or your priorities shift over time. Saving with purpose isn't about sticking to a strict plan no matter what. It's about being adaptable while keeping your long-term goals in sight. Flexibility helps you adjust your savings plan as needed, all while staying aligned with your bigger vision. One of the strongest motivators for saving with purpose is visualizing your goals. Whether you dream of buying a home, traveling the globe, or retiring early, having a clear image of what you're aiming for keeps you driven. Visualization connects you emotionally to your dreams, making saving feel more meaningful. When you make it a habit to visualize your goals, you strengthen your commitment and stay focused on the steps to achieve them. To make saving easier, consider automating your savings. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings, retirement accounts, or investments. This way, you save consistently without even having to think about it. It helps steer you away from the temptation to spend what you should be saving, letting you build wealth over time without relying solely on willpower. Another important thing about saving with purpose is maintaining a long-term outlook. Building wealth takes time, and there will be moments when progress feels slow. But if you stay focused on your long-term objectives and keep adding to your savings, you'll eventually see the results of your hard work. The trick is to be patient, remain disciplined, and know that your efforts will pay off eventually. In short, saving with purpose can transform how you manage your finances. By aligning your savings with your values, setting clear goals, and practicing self-discipline, you can achieve financial security and the life you want. Saving with purpose puts you in control of your financial future, giving you peace of mind and the confidence to face whatever life throws your way. When you save intentionally and with focus, you lay a strong foundation for lasting success. Investing in your future is one of the smartest moves you can make for long-term financial success and independence. Sure, saving money is important, but investing lets your money work harder and grow faster. It's not just about the money you make. It's about securing the resources you need to live the life you dream of, chase your goals, and leave a legacy for those who come after you. To get started, realize the importance of beginning early. The sooner you invest, the more time your money has to grow. When your investments start making money on their own, a process called compounding, you can really see how much your wealth can increase over time. Even small amounts can blossom into a lot if you start investing when you're young. As you plan for your future, it's vital to have a clear idea of what your financial goals are. Your investment strategy should align with what you want to achieve, whether it's building wealth, saving for retirement, funding education, or creating a safety net for your family. The more specific your goals, the easier it is to figure out how much you need to invest, what to invest in, and when to aim for it. Clear goals keep you motivated and help you make smart decisions along the way. Also, don't forget about risk management. Every investment comes with some level of risk, whether it's market fluctuations or specific issues with an asset. But not all risks are the same. Knowing your comfort level with risk is crucial for making the right investment choices. If you're young and have plenty of time before retirement, you might be okay taking bigger risks for potentially bigger returns. On the other hand, if retirement is just around the corner, you might want to play it safe to protect what you've built up. Understanding your own risk tolerance helps you make choices that fit your needs and your dreams for the future. Diversification is a key principle in investing. By spreading your money across different asset types like stocks, bonds, and real estate, you can lower your risk. If one market takes a hit, your other investments can help cushion the blow. A well-diversified portfolio helps manage that risk while still aiming for long-term growth. It's all about finding a balance. You want to mix high-risk, high-reward investments with safer, more stable options. That way, you create a well-rounded plan to boost your financial security. Many people think investing is just for those with lots of money. That's not true. Anyone can start investing, regardless of how much they earn. There are many options like retirement accounts, 401ks, IRAs, and mutual funds that let you begin with small amounts. Even minor contributions can grow over time thanks to compounding. The trick? Start early, stay consistent, and keep adding to your investment accounts. You don't need a lot of cash to get going. What's important is making that first move. Investing in your future also means learning continuously. The investing world can get pretty complicated, with different asset types and market conditions to understand. So it's crucial to educate yourself on the basics. Read books, attend seminars, listen to podcasts, and follow financial experts to build your knowledge. The more you know, the smarter your investment decisions will be, helping you avoid costly mistakes. Retirement planning is a big reason people invest. The goal is to build up a nest egg that gives you enough money to live comfortably when you retire. Using retirement accounts like a 401k or IRA can help you take advantage of tax benefits and compounding growth. By consistently putting money into these accounts and choosing the right investments based on your goals, you're setting yourself up for a stable financial future. Ultimately, retirement planning is about making sure you don't run out of savings and can enjoy your later years without financial worries. And don't forget, investing in education is another smart move for your future, whether that's for yourself or for a child. Knowledge is a powerful investment. Skills and knowledge are some of the best things you can invest in. Higher education and specialized skills often lead to better job options, higher pay, and lasting financial security. When you invest in your education, you boost your earning potential and pave the way for new opportunities that help build a solid foundation for your future wealth. Real estate is another great way to grow your wealth over time. By investing in property, you can diversify what you own and even earn passive income through rental homes. Plus, real estate can increase in value, giving you a nice return on your investment. But remember, it's crucial to research the market, understand the risks, and have a plan for managing your properties to make the most profit. Thinking about your future also means keeping inflation in mind. Over time, inflation eats away at your money's buying power. So it's important to invest in things like stocks and real estate that can keep up with or outpace inflation. Keeping your savings in basic accounts, like savings accounts or money markets, might not give you the growth you need to keep your purchasing power intact down the road. By choosing assets that beat inflation, you make sure your money grows faster than prices rise. The magic of compound interest is a key player when it comes to saving for the future. When you invest in things that earn interest, dividends, or gains, those earnings can be reinvested to create even more earnings over time. This process really ramps up the value of your investments. Compounding works best when you start early, giving your money time to grow. That's why starting to invest as soon as you can is so important. Be patient and let your investments grow steadily. One of the best things about investing in your future is the control and financial freedom it offers. When you have assets that generate returns, you're not just relying on your paycheck. Your investments begin to work for you, providing passive income and growing your wealth. This financial independence lets you make choices that resonate with your values, chase after what makes you happy, and build the lifestyle you want. Investing in your future truly gives you the freedom to live life on your own terms. A crucial part of investing in your future is grasping how important patience is. Investing isn't a quick way to get rich. It's about building your wealth steadily over time. You'll face market ups and downs, economic slumps, and short-term volatility. The most successful investors are those who stay patient, stick to their plan, and don't react impulsively to market shifts. Patience helps you ride out the market's highs and lows while keeping your eyes on your long-term goals. Another smart move is to reinvest your earnings. Instead of withdrawing profits from your investment accounts, put them back in to earn even more. For example, when you reinvest dividends or capital gains into the same or different investments, your portfolio grows faster. This method speeds up the compounding effect, allowing your wealth to expand significantly over time. It's a key strategy for long-term financial success. You should also think about estate planning as you grow your wealth. It's important to figure out how your assets will be divided when you're gone. Making a will, setting up a trust, and teaming up with a financial advisor can help ensure your belongings go to the people or causes you love. Plus, proper planning can help reduce taxes and avoid legal issues for your heirs, making sure your wealth is passed down just how you want. Tax efficiency also matters when investing for the future. Taxes can eat into your investment gains, so knowing how different investments are taxed is vital. You might want to structure your portfolio to be tax efficient. Accounts like Roth IRAs or 401ks can help you cut down on taxes and boost your returns. A tax advisor or financial planner can be invaluable in fine-tuning your strategy to lower your tax load. Lastly, take charge of your financial education. The more you learn about different investment options, market trends, and economic shifts, the better you can decide where to invest your money. Education helps you assess risks, understand potential rewards, and select investments that align with your personal goals. The more you look after your finances now, the better choices you can make when it comes to investing for your future. In the end, planning for your financial future is a key step toward gaining independence and security. It takes clarity about what you want, a smart strategy, patience, and a commitment to learn and grow. Whether you're saving for retirement, investing in real estate, or furthering your education, putting your money to work today opens the door to a brighter tomorrow. By starting early, diversifying what you invest in, and keeping your eyes on your long-term goals, you can build wealth and protect your financial future, paving the way for the life you really want. How we think about money is incredibly important. It shapes how we manage our finances. Money isn't just a way to buy things. It's tied to our feelings, values, and even who we are. Understanding the psychology of our financial choices can lead to better decisions, break bad habits, and pave the way for lasting financial stability. Our feelings about money often start when we're kids, influenced by what we learn from our parents, culture, and society. The attitudes we carry, whether it's about scarcity, abundance, or security, can greatly impact how we handle money as adults. For example, someone who grew up in a family where money was tight might always feel anxious about spending, leading them to hoard their cash. On the flip side, those raised in an environment of financial abundance might take money for granted, leading to overspending. One big factor that affects how we relate to money is our mindset. A scarcity mindset makes you feel like money is always in short supply, pushing you to fight for every dollar. This can create stress and lead to poor decisions. In contrast, an abundance mindset believes that there's plenty of money out there and that building wealth is possible through creativity and hard work. People with this mindset usually feel more positive about financial opportunities. Be open to new opportunities and find a healthier balance with money. Emotions play a big role in how we make financial choices. Many times, our decisions aren't based on logic. Instead, they're influenced by feelings like fear, guilt, excitement, and envy. Take fear of missing out, or FOMO, for example. It can lead to buying things we don't really need. On the flip side, fear of losing can stop us from taking smart risks with our investments. Guilt over past financial mistakes can make us overly cautious, causing us to save too much or avoid spending on things we actually need. It's important to recognize the feelings behind our financial decisions and learn to manage those emotional impulses for a healthier financial life. Behavioral economics, which combines psychology and economics, sheds light on how our thinking can lead us astray. We often fall into cognitive biases. This means we make decisions based on faulty reasoning. One common bias is the anchoring effect, where the first piece of info we hear weights too heavily in our minds. For instance, if someone sees an item on sale for $50, they might think it's a great deal even when they don't really want or need it. Then there's loss aversion. This is the idea that losing money hurts more than gaining the same amount feels good, which can make people shy away from risks, even when the payoff could be worth it. Self-control is another crucial factor in managing money. It's all about delaying instant gratification for long-term benefits. Those who struggle with self-control might find themselves spending impulsively, living paycheck to paycheck, or building up debt. Improving self-control means being aware of your spending habits, setting clear financial goals, and creating systems that help you make better choices, like budgeting and automatic savings. Our view of credit is also shaped by our psychology. Credit cards can offer quick satisfaction, but can easily lead to debt. They might give a sense of freedom, but often come with high interest rates that can cause financial stress. Understanding these psychological factors is key to managing your money effectively. Understanding the appeal of credit and recognizing the long-term impact of irresponsible debt is vital for building a better relationship with money. We often compare ourselves to others when it comes to finances. This social comparison can trigger feelings of not being good enough or competing. Many end up overspending just to keep up or making choices based on appearances instead of what truly matters to them. Social media doesn't help. It often shows glamorized lifestyles that can leave us feeling like we're lagging behind. It's important to cultivate financial independence and focus on our own goals instead of measuring ourselves against others. Striving for financial freedom is a common aim, but it can be complex. For some, it means retiring early and living without the worry of a paycheck. For others, it's about having the freedom to chase passions without financial stress. Yet, chasing this freedom can come with its own set of challenges. The pressure to save heavily, avoid debt at all costs, and solely focus on wealth can lead to stress, burnout, and drain joy from daily life. Finding a balance between seeking financial freedom and enjoying life as it is key. Financial security often ties into our mental well-being. Many think that having a certain amount of money will bring peace, safety, and happiness. While security is important, it's crucial to understand that real happiness doesn't just come from money. People who hinge all their hopes on achieving financial security might find themselves unfulfilled, even after reaching their goals. Security should be seen as a stepping stone to freedom, health, and happiness, not the final destination. Money can also wield power, and how we view that power influences our financial choices. For some, accumulating wealth offers a sense of control over their lives and surroundings. However, an unhealthy fixation on money can lead to greed, risky behavior, and unethical decisions. The quest for power and status can twist our financial journeys, so it's essential to stay mindful of our intentions. Many people get so caught up in chasing after money that they forget about what really matters, like growing as a person, building strong relationships, and taking care of their emotional health. How we see money affects our saving and investing habits. Some folks just naturally feel secure and are fine with putting money away for the long haul, like retirement. But others feel restricted by saving and want to enjoy life right now. This live-for-today attitude can lead to money problems later on. On the flip side, those who only think about saving for the future might feel deprived or guilty when they spend on things that make them happy. Finding a middle ground between saving for tomorrow and enjoying today is key to staying mentally healthy. Fear of financial failure can really hold people back. This fear often comes from tough past experiences, like growing up in a family that struggled with money, or even from what society expects. When people let fear take charge, they might shy away from investing, starting a business, or taking risks that could help them grow financially. To conquer this fear, we need to change how we think, seeing setbacks as chances to learn rather than threats to our financial security. Understanding money also means recognizing how it shapes who we are. For many, money is tied to their self-worth and social standing. This can lead to all sorts of unhealthy habits, like spending too much just to impress others or thinking their value comes from their stuff. When we see money as a tool, not a reflection of our identity, we can build a healthier relationship with wealth and what success looks like. An important part of dealing with money psychology is setting clear boundaries. Knowing how much you're okay with spending, what debt you're willing to take on, and what financial commitments you can handle keeps impulsive choices at bay. Setting these boundaries helps you say no to things that don't fit your values or financial goals, ensuring your money genuinely supports your life. The idea of being financially independent is money plays a big role in how we feel about life. Many folks chase financial independence because it means having the freedom to make choices without the pressure of a job or money worries. While aiming for financial independence is great, it can turn into an obsession. Sometimes people focus too much on money and forget about what really matters: relationships, personal growth, and well-being. We should see financial independence as a way to open up more choices, not as the ultimate goal that overshadows everything else. Then there's how wealth affects our emotions. Wealth can give us feelings of power, security, and happiness, but it can also bring about isolation, guilt, or anxiety. Those who suddenly come into money might find themselves struggling with these emotions. On the flip side, people who have done well financially may feel the stress of needing to keep up or grow their wealth. Learning to navigate these feelings and building a healthy relationship with money can lead to a more balanced and satisfying life. Understanding the psychology behind our money habits isn't easy, but it's crucial. It influences how we handle our finances every day. By figuring out our emotions, beliefs, and behaviors related to money, we can make smarter choices, break harmful cycles, and build a secure future. When we understand the psychological factors behind our financial decisions, we can develop a healthier outlook on money and create a life that feels more balanced. We also need to recognize how our childhood experiences shape our current money habits. Many of our attitudes about money are formed when we're young, often influenced by how it was treated in our families. For instance, kids raised in homes with financial tension may grow up anxious about money, while those who saw bad financial choices might struggle later on. Acknowledging these early impacts can help us break negative patterns and build better money habits. Lastly, money can be a way to manage life's uncertainties. For a lot of people, having money gives a sense of control over unpredictable situations. Those who feel unsure about the future might crave wealth as a protective measure. Feeling secure about money can be comforting, but we shouldn't forget that cash alone can't erase all stress. Finding a healthy balance in how we see money as a safety net helps us build a stronger relationship with wealth. One key thing to consider is how we relate to work. For some, money is tied up in how they value their job and their definition of success. This can result in overworking, burnout, and an unhealthy fixation on accumulating wealth. On the flip side, others might shy away from work due to bad feelings about money or fear of failing. Understanding how you interact with money and your job helps create a better balance, making sure that financial success doesn't come at the cost of your happiness. Then there's the fear of losing money. This can hold people back from taking necessary risks, whether it's dodging investments or sticking in a dead-end job. Fear often leads to doing nothing, but taking calculated risks, whether for investments or personal growth, can open doors for both financial and personal development. The goal isn't to avoid risk entirely, but to figure out how to evaluate it smartly. Diversifying investments and making informed choices that align with your long-term objectives is crucial. Shifting your mindset is essential to overcome the fear of losing money. Focus more on growth opportunities instead of worrying about what you might lose. Another factor we face is the urge for instant rewards. This desire for quick satisfaction can lead to impulse buys on things we don't really need, blocking us from saving for future goals. Realizing that waiting for rewards is vital to building wealth can help steer us away from unnecessary spending, allowing us to concentrate on the bigger picture. Setting up systems like automatic savings or having long-term financial goals can help resist those instant gratification urges, keeping your financial journey on track. Lastly, some people use money as a way to express themselves. They want to project a certain image, often trying to keep up with social expectations or what's seen as desirable in their circles. This can lead to overspending, debt, and financial insecurity. People often focus more on appearances than on their true financial health. Understanding that your worth isn't tied to how much money you have can really lift the weight of societal expectations. It gives you the freedom to make financial choices that truly reflect your values. Money is deeply linked to how we feel about our achievements. For some, accumulating wealth feels like a badge of success, a way of saying, "I've made it." This drive can motivate hard work and persistence, but it can also create competition and comparison. When you define success on your own terms, rather than by your bank balance, you can find deeper satisfaction in your financial journey. Don't forget to prioritize personal growth, happiness, and well-being alongside financial goals. Financial stress can seriously impact your mental health. If you're dealing with debt, living from paycheck to paycheck, or facing uncertainty, it's no wonder you might feel stressed, anxious, or even depressed. Acknowledging this impact is crucial for finding solutions and getting support. Financial counseling, creating budgets, and building an emergency fund can help ease that stress and give you back control over your finances. Tackling the emotional side of money can lighten your mental load and lead to healthier choices. Money can feel freeing or restrictive, depending on how you see its role in your life. For some, pursuing wealth means having the freedom to make choices and live life their way. For others, it can feel like a heavy burden, triggering anxiety or a fixation on material things. Recognizing your beliefs about money is essential for reshaping your mindset and finding balance. When you start to see money as a tool for opportunities rather than a source of stress, you can build a healthier, more empowered relationship with it. The psychology of money also involves understanding generational wealth. Some grow up with financial advantages, while others face significant challenges. When someone inherits money, there can be a pressure to keep or grow that wealth. This might drive them to take risks or become fearful of making mistakes. On the flip side, those from less wealthy backgrounds often feel the need to prove themselves financially, which can create insecurity and an unhealthy chase for status. Understanding the emotional aspects of inherited wealth or financial differences can help people make better financial choices that align with their own beliefs and goals instead of succumbing to outside pressures or comparisons. The urge to control money, mixed with the fear of losing that control, can greatly shape how we handle our finances. Some folks may feel so driven to manage every little detail that it causes stress and burnout. Others, fearing loss of control, might shy away from making financial decisions at all, which can mean missing out on good opportunities. Striking a healthy balance between managing your money and allowing for some flexibility is crucial for your long-term financial health. Opting for balance over perfection can ease anxiety and lead to smarter, more relaxed financial choices. The idea of enough is also key when thinking about money. Many people find themselves in a constant chase for more, reaching for the next financial goal, but never quite feeling satisfied. This endless race can cause frustration, exhaustion, and prevent enjoyment of what you already have. It's important to figure out what enough means for you and embrace a sense of contentment with your financial state. Feeling enough doesn't mean settling for less. It's about recognizing that money is just one part of a meaningful and fulfilling life. Additionally, emotions like shame and guilt can heavily influence how we manage our finances. When people face financial setbacks or make mistakes, they might feel embarrassed or guilty, leading to avoidance, like ignoring bills or skipping on financial planning entirely. To overcome these negative feelings, it's important to shift your mindset. Instead of seeing setbacks as failures, view them as learning opportunities. Forgive yourself for past errors and focus on the steps you can take to improve your financial future. The mental hurdles that keep you from building wealth can also stir up feelings of insecurity. This often happens when you start measuring your financial situation against someone else's. Social comparison theory tells us that we evaluate our success by looking at others, which can leave you feeling inadequate or anxious. To create a solid financial life, it's crucial to stop the comparisons and focus on your own goals and progress. Money is a personal journey. The only comparison that matters is with who you were yesterday. Aim for steady improvement instead of seeking approval from others. Financial education is a powerful ally in breaking down those mental barriers tied to money. The more you know about how money works, be it investing, managing debt, or budgeting, the more confident and empowered you'll feel in making decisions. Understanding finances lays the groundwork to tackle the fear and worry that often come with uncertainty. Our relationship with money is always changing. It evolves as we confront new financial challenges, advance in our careers, and navigate life's transitions. It's essential to take a step back now and then, reassess how we feel about money, and tweak our strategies as needed. By being aware of the psychological factors that drive our financial choices, we can make intentional decisions that align with our long-term aspirations, paving the way toward a more secure and satisfying financial future. In a nutshell, the psychology of money plays a significant role in how we manage our finances. By grasping the emotional and behavioral aspects of our financial actions, we can build healthier relationships with money. Developing financial literacy, fostering a positive mindset, and addressing psychological blocks like fear, guilt, and comparison are vital steps toward achieving financial success and long-term security. When we engage with money mindfully and with balance, we create paths to financial freedom and fulfillment. Being fully present when you spend your money is key. It's about making sure each purchase reflects your values and long-term goals. Mindful spending isn't about cutting back or missing out. It's about choosing thoughtfully. This way, you'll find more financial stability and satisfaction over time. The journey to mindful spending starts with awareness. So often, we buy things without really thinking about them, or we don't consider how they affect us in the long run. Many times, our spending is driven by impulse or habit, not by what truly matters to us. By paying attention to where your money goes, you can spot areas to make better choices. This awareness puts you in the driver's seat of your finances and helps you make decisions that align with your goals. Another important aspect is knowing the difference between needs and wants. Needs are the essentials for your well-being, things like housing, food, healthcare, and transportation. Wants are those nice-to-have items that bring us joy or convenience but aren't necessary. It's crucial to enjoy life and treat yourself occasionally, but remember to keep your needs at the forefront. This understanding helps you decide where to spend your money and what can wait or be cut out. Mindful spending also means being aware of the emotional triggers that drive your purchases. Many of us turn to shopping when we're stressed, bored, or frustrated. This emotional spending can lead to regret and financial strain. When you recognize what's behind your urge to buy, you can make smarter choices. Instead of shopping to feel better, why not opt for a walk, meditate, or practice mindfulness? Creating a budget is a vital tool for mindful spending. It helps you distribute your money on what truly matters while keeping you within your limits. It lets you plan for short-term and long-term expenses, setting you up for success. Having a solid plan for where to spend and where to save can clear up confusion and help you avoid those impulsive buys. Instead, it allows you to focus on what's truly important to you. One great thing about being mindful with your spending is that you can relish life's simple joys without any guilt or second thoughts. When you make smart choices, you can spend on experiences that genuinely make you happy and fulfilled. For instance, why buy stuff that only gives you a quick thrill? It's often better to use that money on things like traveling, enjoying meals with friends, or diving into a hobby. These moments can create lasting happiness, way more than mere possessions ever could. Mindful spending helps you prioritize these experiences. Plus, being mindful about what you buy helps you steer clear of debt. Making deliberate choices can keep you from racking up credit card bills or loans for things you don't really need. Instead, you learn to live within your means and save up for what truly matters, avoiding unnecessary financial stress. This disciplined way of spending ensures you can enjoy life, free from the weight of debt. Another key part of mindful spending is aligning your purchases with your values. Every dollar you spend says something about what you care about. Mindful spending nudges you to think about whether your financial choices match your values, like sustainability, health, education, or community support. For example, you might opt for ethical brands or products that are good for the planet. Buying in line with your beliefs makes you feel more connected to what you stand for and supports causes that matter to you. Also, it's crucial to keep your long-term financial goals in mind, whether that's saving for retirement, buying a house, or piling up an emergency fund. You should think about how your purchases affect your financial future. Mindful spending helps ensure you're not sacrificing your long-term security for quick rewards. By aligning your spending with your goals, you pave a clearer way toward financial independence. Finally, practicing mindful spending also means being careful with your time and energy in today's hectic world. In a world driven by consumerism, we're constantly hit with ads and marketing pushing us to buy stuff we don't really need. To spend mindfully, you need to tune out these outside noises and make choices that truly add value to your life. This means being picky about the brands and products you choose and dedicating your time and money to things that actually boost your well-being. Another key piece of mindful spending is minimalism. It's all about simplifying life by cutting out the excess and focusing on what truly matters. When it comes to spending, minimalism encourages you to buy only what's essential or deeply meaningful. This helps you ditch clutter and unnecessary items. Not only does this save you money, but it also gives you more freedom and less stress as you focus on what really means something to you, instead of just accumulating things. Mindful spending also means questioning the societal pressures that push us toward overconsumption. Many cultures tell us to buy more, keep up with trends, and show off wealth through our stuff. But with mindful spending, you're encouraged to define success and happiness on your own terms. It's about finding what brings you joy, peace, and contentment. This mindset helps you break free from consumer culture and concentrate on your own values and goals. Technology has its perks and drawbacks when it comes to spending mindfully. On one side, it offers handy tools for budgeting, tracking expenses, and snagging discounts. Apps like Mint, You Need a Budget, or Personal Capital can keep your spending in check and help you reach your financial goals. But on the flip side, technology can also lead us to overspend, especially with the boom in online shopping, subscription services, and social media. If you use technology wisely, you can enjoy the benefits while steering clear of impulse buys and needless spending. Mindful spending also shifts the way we view money. Instead of seeing it as something limited that we have to hoard or spend without thought, we begin to see it as a tool that can improve our lives when used intentionally. Money becomes a means to enhance our experiences, not just an end goal on its own. Having the right mindset lets you use money in ways that fit your goals and values, leading to a healthier relationship with your finances. When you practice mindful spending, you boost your financial confidence. Being intentional with your money and making choices that reflect what you care about helps you take charge of your financial life. This confidence empowers you to make wiser decisions, steer clear of financial traps, and feel more secure in reaching your financial dreams. As you keep practicing mindful spending, you'll build a stronger sense of financial independence and peace of mind. One lasting perk of this approach is reduced stress about money. Many people feel anxious about their finances, often due to bad spending habits or living beyond their means. But by aligning your spending with your values and goals, you create a sense of financial security that eases your worries and boosts your overall well-being. Remember, mindful spending isn't a one-time thing. It's an ongoing practice that should adapt as your financial goals, priorities, and situations change. Regularly checking in on what matters to you ensures your spending choices stay aligned with your values. This process helps you progress in your financial journey, refine your spending habits, and develop lasting security and fulfillment. In short, mindful spending is a strong tool for achieving financial stability and happiness. It takes a conscious effort to sync your spending with your values and priorities. By being mindful about your financial decisions, you can cut back on unnecessary expenses, resist impulse buys, and focus on what genuinely enriches your life. Mindful spending puts you in control, helps you build wealth, and allows you to live with intention and purpose. Plus, it gives you a chance to cultivate gratitude. When you focus on buying things that truly matter to you, you start appreciating what you already have, rather than always wanting more. Feeling grateful leads to a deeper sense of satisfaction. It helps you appreciate what you've earned and lessens the urge to constantly seek new things or experiences. One of the big perks of mindful spending is that it lets you focus on your financial goals. Without it, you can easily get sidetracked by short-term wants, making your long-term plans fade into the background. But when you spend with intention, it becomes simpler to channel your money toward important goals. Think about building an emergency fund, saving for a home, or boosting your retirement savings. Focusing on these objectives means your money works for your future, rather than being wasted on fleeting pleasures. Mindful spending also boosts your well-being by easing financial stress. Many people deal with anxiety tied to their finances, often feeling buried under debt or low savings. By practicing mindful spending, you take charge of your financial life and gain a sense of security. Regularly checking your spending habits and setting clear financial goals helps you reduce that stress. When you know where your money goes and how it supports your bigger dreams, it all becomes clearer. Plus, mindful spending helps you create habits that stick. Financial success doesn't pop up overnight. It's built on small, consistent choices. By making mindful spending a daily practice, you form habits that improve your decision-making, help you manage your money better, and get you closer to your goals. Over time, these habits can lead to financial freedom, increased savings, and the comfort of living within your means. Another key part of mindful spending is grasping the importance of quality over quantity. In a world obsessed with consumerism, it's easy to fall into the trap of buying more clothes, gadgets, or random items. But with mindful spending, you start to realize that true value lies in the quality of what you buy, not the amount. Investing in fewer, high-quality items that last is often smarter and more cost-effective than endlessly replacing cheaper, low-quality products. This shift in perspective lets you truly appreciate what you own. Concentrate on what truly improves your life and steer clear of unnecessary buys. Spending mindfully empowers you to make choices that connect with your long-term vision of joy and fulfillment. Sure, instant gratification offers a quick thrill, but it seldom delivers lasting happiness. When you spend mindfully, you take a moment to think about what genuinely brings you joy and choose to invest in those experiences, be it traveling, spending time with loved ones, or pursuing personal growth. By focusing on what truly creates lasting happiness, you build a richer and more meaningful life. Bringing mindfulness into how you spend can also lead to healthier financial habits. When you're mindful about what you buy, you're more inclined to choose sustainable and ethical products that match your values. This way, you think about the broader impact of your financial choices, making decisions that align with your commitment to sustainability and responsible consumerism. It not only benefits your wallet, but also positively affects the world around you. Mindful spending encourages you to rethink what enough means. In a world that pushes us to chase after more money, more stuff, more success, it's easy to forget what enough looks like. Mindful spending allows you to pause, reflect on your needs and desires, and recognize when you've found satisfaction. By defining what enough means for you, you break free from the never-ending chase for more, letting you appreciate your current financial standing and feel good about your choices. Creating a mindful spending plan involves thinking about your values and what matters most to you, rather than just itemizing expenses. This plan considers what contributes to your happiness, well-being, and financial health. It's not about cutting out everything you love. It's about ensuring your money goes toward things that align with your life goals. With this intentional approach, you can feel great about your spending because it supports the life you envision. One of the best things about mindful spending is that it boosts your financial confidence. When you intentionally think about your money choices, you take control of your finances. This confidence grows because you're actively managing your money, focusing on what matters to you, and making decisions that match your values. Over time, this leads to greater independence and a more secure future. A mindful approach to spending also helps you create a budget that works for you. A budget isn't just a restriction, it's your path to freedom. With mindfulness, you're not just tallying up expenses. You're making informed choices about how you want to use your money. You understand the importance of spending on things that support your happiness, while also recognizing where you can save. This balance lets you enjoy life without financial stress. Mindful spending encourages you to think about your future goals. It's easy to get caught up in what you want right now, but mindful spending helps you see the bigger picture. Sometimes, you might need to skip that immediate gratification to build a stronger savings cushion or invest in something that will pay off later. By focusing on your future, you empower yourself to make smarter financial decisions. Another great part of mindful spending is the peace it brings. When you spend mindfully, you stop worrying about keeping up with others or giving in to societal trends. Instead, you center your attention on your own values and what you truly need. This peace arises from knowing your choices are well thought out, rather than impulsive or influenced by others. Over time, mindful spending helps you feel more content with your life. Plus, it encourages you to live in the moment. In a world full of distractions and ads, it's easy to constantly chase the next big buy. Mindful spending asks you to slow down, reflect on what you really need, and appreciate what you already possess. By focusing on the present moment, you can find more satisfaction in your current financial situation. This helps lessen the urge to overspend or chase after material things. Mindful spending also plays a key role in creating financial security. When you make thoughtful choices about your money, you're not just living for today, but setting up a stable future. This means putting money into savings, tackling debt, and investing for the long haul. Practicing mindful spending helps you lay a solid financial foundation for your future goals and prepares you for surprises along the way. It also means being aware of and cutting down on unnecessary expenses. Many people sign up for subscriptions or memberships they hardly use. By checking in on these costs regularly, you can pinpoint where to save and redirect that cash towards things that really matter to you. This way, your money aligns with your priorities instead of slipping away on things you don't need. In short, mindful spending can change your financial life for the better. By knowing where your money goes and ensuring your spending aligns with your values, you can achieve financial stability, peace of mind, and lasting success. It encourages you to focus on what truly matters, enjoy life's simple pleasures, and create a secure financial future free from the pressures of consumerism. As you practice this, you'll find more joy and satisfaction in your financial choices, leading to a richer life. Now let's talk about consistency. This is often the most powerful principle for achieving lasting success, particularly with finances. Whether you're trying to save, build wealth, or hit a specific financial target, the real key is sticking to your plan day in and day out. Small steps taken consistently can lead to big results over time. In personal finance, consistency means showing up every day, making smart choices, and following through with your plan, even when it gets tough or you can't see immediate progress. The first step to consistency in finance is building strong habits. Success isn't just about taking a few big leaps. It's really about forming daily habits that line up with your goals. Think about saving a bit of your income regularly, keeping an eye on your spending, or checking your budget now and then. These little actions, done over time, build a strong base for your financial future. The trick is to make these habits automatic. You want them to come naturally, so you don't have to think hard about staying on track. One big hurdle people face is impatience. We naturally want quick results, but that can throw us off course, especially in a world where we crave instant rewards. However, building wealth and hitting your financial targets takes time. It's all about looking at the big picture and having the patience to stick to your plan, even when you don't see results right away. Consistency keeps you focused, helping you resist the urge to give up when things seem to be moving slowly. Consistency also means managing your feelings. Our emotions, like fear, excitement, or greed, can sway our financial decisions. They might push us to make snap choices, like buying something we hadn't planned or selling off investments out of worry. Staying consistent means making choices based on logic and your long-term goals, not just on how you're feeling at the moment. This emotional control helps you stay grounded, leading to more thoughtful decisions that bring you closer to what you want. Setting clear goals is a must for staying consistent. Without a clear idea of what you want, it's easy to get sidetracked or feel down. Having specific financial goals, like paying off debt, saving for a house, or planning for retirement, gives you a map to follow. These goals guide you, helping you stay on track with your efforts. It's also a good idea to revisit and tweak your goals regularly to keep them fresh and motivating as you move forward. One of the best ways to keep that consistency is by automating your finances. When you automate, you don't have to make decisions all the time. Your money gets funneled toward your goals without extra effort from you. For instance, setting up automatic transfers to your savings or investment accounts helps you save steadily, even on the busy days when your mind is elsewhere. It takes the pressure off and helps you stay on track. One important way to stay consistent is by keeping an eye on your progress. Regularly checking in on your finances lets you see how far you've come and where you might need to make changes. Looking at your income, expenses, savings, and investments gives you a clear view of your financial habits. Plus, it helps keep you accountable. Celebrating the little wins along the way boosts your motivation and reminds you why being consistent matters. A common mistake when trying to stay consistent is giving up after a setback. Financial goals can feel overwhelming, especially with unexpected expenses popping up. But remember, consistency isn't about being perfect, it's about making progress. When things don't go as planned, it's crucial to get back on track quickly, instead of throwing in the towel. A single setback doesn't define your financial journey. It's how you recover and keep pushing forward that counts. Staying consistent with your finances also takes discipline. Financial discipline means making choices that support your goals, even when it's hard or tempting to stray. It might involve saying no to non-essential items, sticking to a budget, or steering clear of high debt. Developing this discipline takes time and effort, but it becomes the foundation for solid financial habits. As you practice, making decisions that contribute to your long-term success gets easier. The power of consistency really shines through in the idea of compound growth. Whether you're saving for retirement or investing in stocks, staying consistent pays off over time. The more regularly you save and invest, the more your money can grow. Thanks to compound interest, your savings can earn interest on what they earn, leading to exponential growth. The key is to start early and keep contributing, even when it feels like progress is slow. Sticking to consistent savings and investment habits lets you harness the power of compounding. It also helps you avoid lifestyle inflation. As your income goes up, it can be tempting to splurge on fancier things. But if you keep your financial habits strong, like saving and budgeting, you can steer clear of overspending and stay focused on your long-term goals. Keeping your goals in sight helps you grow your wealth without falling into the trap of spending all your earnings. One of the best things about staying consistent is the boost in confidence it brings. As you take small, intentional steps towards your financial aims, you start seeing results. This progress builds your belief in your ability to handle money and reach your targets. When you're consistent, it feels like you're gaining control over your financial future. Each decision you make brings you closer to those goals, and that confidence pushes you to make even better choices down the line. Being consistent also promotes self-control. Financial self-control means making choices that benefit you, even when you face temptations or distractions. Sticking to your financial habits means putting long-term rewards over short-term wants, helping you steer clear of unnecessary costs or impulse buys. Over time, this self-control becomes automatic, making it easier to make smart financial choices. Another key thing about consistency is being able to adapt when needed. It's great to have a plan, but you also have to be flexible as life can throw surprises your way, like a change in income, unexpected expenses, or new goals. Being consistent doesn't mean you stick to a plan blindly. It's about regularly checking in and adjusting your approach to stay on track. Having mentorship and accountability can really help in keeping you consistent. Whether it's a financial advisor, a trusted friend, or a mentor, having someone encourage you can make all the difference. Regular chats about your financial progress offer the support and motivation to keep you going. Remember, consistency doesn't mean you have to do everything perfectly. It's crucial to be kind to yourself and understand that mistakes are part of the journey. If you miss a payment or overspend 1 month, don't let it throw you off course. Acknowledge the slip-up, make the necessary adjustments, and move on. The trick is not to get caught up in the idea of perfection. To stick with positive actions over time, it's crucial to set realistic expectations. If you're hoping for quick results or immediate success, you might end up feeling discouraged. Financial goals, like paying off debts, building an investment portfolio, or saving for something big, take time. When you set realistic expectations, it helps you develop patience and resilience, keeping you on track even when progress seems slow. Remember, this journey to financial success is more like a marathon than a sprint. Consistency also means making financial choices that reflect what you truly value. When your spending, saving, and investing line up with your values, it becomes easier to stick to your long-term goals. Whether you decide to cut back on material things or focus on saving for a home or retirement, making choices based on your values ensures your actions are consistently supporting the life you're aiming for. Finally, consistency helps you handle the hurdles and bumps along the way. Life can throw unexpected expenses, job changes, or financial emergencies your way. By remaining consistent, whether that's sticking to your budget, saving, or getting financial advice, you can tackle these challenges head-on. With consistency, you build resilience and adaptability, keeping your financial journey on course, regardless of what comes your way. In short, consistency is vital for financial success. It's about making steady progress toward your goals, even if you don't see immediate results. With consistent budgeting, saving, investing, and decision-making, you lay down a solid foundation for long-term financial security and freedom. The trick is to start small, stay disciplined, and keep pushing forward, knowing that the effects of your consistent actions will stack up over time, leading to greater wealth and peace of mind. When paired with patience and discipline, consistency unlocks your financial potential. It also shapes your financial mindset, fostering a growth-oriented attitude that helps you overcome setbacks. When you're consistent, you're always learning and evolving. Every little decision counts. What might seem small now actually shapes a mindset that views challenges as chances to grow. Sticking to a routine boosts your mental strength, helping you adjust to changing money situations and keeping your eye on long-term goals. The magic of consistency shows in the good habits it builds over time. Financial success isn't just a lucky break. It's about those daily actions that add up over months and years. When you follow your financial plan, even when it's tough, you're forming habits that benefit your future self. The more you do these things, the easier they become. What started as hard work can turn into a natural part of your life. One big perk of being consistent with your money habits is that it helps you navigate financial ups and downs. During tough times in the market or personal finance struggles, staying on course matters. For example, if you keep saving and investing regularly, you might not dodge every setback, but you're in a better spot to bounce back. A steady financial plan builds the strength you need to face tough times confidently, knowing you're setting yourself up for a stable future. Consistency also helps you grab opportunities when they come along. If you've been diligent with your savings and investments, you'll have a cushion that lets you take smart risks, whether it's jumping on an investment, buying a property, or starting a business. Without regular savings and discipline, chances might slip away because you're not financially ready to make the most of them. Beyond seizing chances, consistency keeps you clear of financial traps. It stops you from making hasty choices that could lead to debt or instability. Sticking to a budget helps you steer clear of overspending, while having a savings routine ensures you've got an emergency fund for those unexpected expenses. By following your financial plan and staying steady, you shield yourself from the common pitfalls that trip people up. Plus, consistency gives you a sense of progress, often leading you to feel more in control of your finances. Many people feel stressed by their financial goals because the road to success seems long and unclear. But when you break those goals into smaller, easy-to-handle steps and consistently work on them, you start to see progress. This progress might feel slow sometimes, but it's a real motivator. It assures you that you're on the right track and fuels your dedication to those goals. Building wealth means taking steady actions, which calls for a bit of self-reflection. Checking in on your financial habits and progress keeps you aligned and lets you tweak your approach when needed. As you move forward, you'll face new financial hurdles, changes in your income, or shifts in what matters to you. Staying consistent doesn't mean sticking to a strict plan no matter what. It's about regularly reassessing where you stand, adjusting your tactics, and remaining focused on your main objectives. Consistency also builds your financial know-how. The more you dive into your finances, like keeping tabs on your spending, reading up on investing, or learning about budgeting, the smarter you get with your money. This ongoing education gives you the power to make better choices and boosts your financial confidence. By sticking with personal finance education, you sharpen your skills to handle complex money situations. When it comes to investing, consistency is key. Investing is a long-term commitment that needs patience. Whether you're putting money into stocks, bonds, real estate, or retirement funds, regular contributions are crucial. Consistent investing, no matter what the market does, helps balance out market ups and downs, allowing you to benefit from compound returns. Consistency plays a significant role in managing debt, too. Tackling debt can feel overwhelming, but making steady payments, especially on high-interest debts like credit cards, helps you chip away at what you owe. The trick is to be consistent. By making regular payments that lower your debts instead of being tempted to borrow more or delay payments, those small, steady steps pave the way to financial freedom and lessen financial stress. Being financially independent brings a sense of security. The more you consistently save and invest, the stronger your safety net becomes for you and your family. This kind of financial security gives you peace of mind, knowing you're ready for emergencies, big life changes, or retirement. When you're consistent, you have the resources to handle unexpected costs without throwing off your financial stability or long-term goals. Sticking to a budget can break the cycle of living paycheck to paycheck. By developing good spending habits, you can keep your expenses in check and focus on what really matters. Whether it's cutting back on luxuries or trimming unnecessary spending, solid habits lead to smarter financial choices and better overall health. Living within your means gives you the freedom to save and invest for your future. Consistency also plays a crucial role in maintaining a positive financial outlook. When you make small, good financial decisions daily, you build momentum, even on days when motivation feels low. That habit keeps you pushing forward, reinforcing your commitment to your goals and helping you stay driven, even when challenges arise. A key part of being consistent is learning from your mistakes. It's normal to face hurdles or missteps, like overspending one month or making a poor investment. What matters is how you react. Consistency isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up every day, even after setbacks. By reflecting on what went wrong, adjusting your plan, and keeping at it, you maintain the momentum needed for financial success. Being consistent helps you develop financial discipline, especially in a world filled with tempting ads and easy credit. It's easy to slip into bad habits, but by sticking to saving, budgeting, and investing, you create the discipline to resist impulsive buys and unnecessary debt. Financial discipline aligns your choices with your long-term goals, keeping you focused on building wealth and securing your future. Building trust in yourself and how you handle money is key. The more you stick to your financial plan, the more you believe you can make good choices. This self-trust is strong. It boosts your confidence to face any future money challenges. With this trust, you can tackle financial decisions with ease, knowing you have the right skills and habits to succeed. Staying consistent also brings pride and a sense of achievement. As you make progress toward your financial goals, whether it's paying off debt, saving for something big, or planning for retirement, those small wins keep you motivated. Celebrating each step forward lifts your spirits and drives you to reach for even bigger goals. Plus, consistency lets you pass on good habits to others, especially kids and loved ones. By showing them steady financial habits, you teach the value of budgeting, saving, and investing. This not only helps them, but also creates a chain of positive behaviors that can last for generations. So the impact of being consistent goes beyond just your own finances. It can shape the financial futures of those around you. Remember, consistency is the key to financial success. Small, steady actions every day help you form habits that lead to lasting wealth and freedom. Whether you're saving, investing, budgeting, or managing debt, consistency keeps you moving forward. It gives you the power to make smart choices, bounce back from setbacks, and ultimately find the stability you crave. With consistency, you can unlock your full financial potential. You now have the tools to master your mouth, mind, mood, and money. Taking charge of these 4 areas opens the door to a life filled with true success and fulfillment. Every decision you make today shapes your tomorrow. Keep using what you've learned, stay focused, and watch your life change. The power to transform is right in your hands. So go out there and make it happen.